Fog Entertainment back again with another video, and this one's been requested for quite a while. It is 5 actors that should play John Teller on the new potential First 9 prequel. Welcome back to the channel, and we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to hit you with number 1 in no particular order. We've got Christian Bale. I like Christian Bale, of course, Batman, American Psycho, and you know, I think you've got to factor in with these actors the actual ability to look like John Teller. It's all great, right? Me wanting to pick like Arnold Schwarzenegger or, you know, Stallone, even though I think those guys are a bit too old to commit to a TV series, even though Tulsa King is doing pretty well. But I look at Christian Bale, I look at him with long hair, and do you not see John Teller? And he's a great actor. He's a great actor. You know, this would get eyes on the product, and most characters here would get eyes on the product. I mean, hell, the First 9 sells itself, but when you get actors of such a high profile, you're going to, you know, bring eyes for elsewhere onto it. And I look at Christian Bale, and I think this guy could do an absolute good job, great job, sorry. And, you know, we're going to do fids with most of the actors, but I look at this guy, and I see it. I see this working. You know, I was looking for ideas for this, and then I typed in actors with long hair, because you know that's what John Teller is, and I looked at him, I looked at Christian Bale, and I went, this guy has the potential to lay the absolute smackdown on their candy asses. And for me, I think Christian Bale would be a great option, you know, great, he's been in great movies, and he's been around the block, guys. This guy, you know, he's been an actor for shit ton of decades now at this point, and for me, is he my first pick? He's up there. He's up there. Moving in though to actor number 2, you know, only really came onto the block recently in terms of the big stuff. It is Jason Momoa. This guy, again, the facial hair, the beard, the long hair, of course. He's been in, you know, movies such as Fast and Furious 10. I have no idea how that movie was. I didn't watch. I do not care for Fast and Furious these days. But if J.D. Pardo returns to it, I'll care a wee bit more. But for me, you know, big actor these days, I guess, to a certain degree. And why the hell not? Why couldn't he be in it? Why couldn't he play John Teller? I look at him. He's a big guy. Has the look. He's 44, so he's around that age bracket where he definitely could play him. I don't want someone, you know, who's like 20 odds to play John Teller. I'd like someone a bit older, because then you can play with me. Well, I mean, I know if they're younger, you can make them look older, but I would like more of a seasoned vet sort of actor rather than like a youngster for me, just to give us that real gritty feeling, you know, Vietnam. I can imagine this guy rocking about the Vietnam War with a fucking flamethrower. But moving on, we have got Pedro Pascal. Now, I'll admit, probably the guy on the list that looks the least like John Teller, and he doesn't quite have the long hair, right? But, you know, forget about the long hair and whatever. Just because an actor doesn't have long hair doesn't mean you can't give them long hair. You know, it's 2023, and by the time this comes out, it could be 2050. So why not? Pedro Pascal, of course, you know, he's rose to, you know, prominent fame in recent years with the likes of The Last of Us, you know, appearing in Games of Thrones, Narcos. That's where I more remember him from. I'm more of a Narcos guy, if you know. Also appearing in Triple Frontier alongside Charlie Hunnam, of course. But for me, he'd be a very, very solid addition to this. I say a solid addition, he'd be the fucking lead, wouldn't he? I mean, John Teller will be the lead. I think, should John Teller be the lead of it, actually? Thinking of that, should John Teller be the lead? Should Clay Morrow be the lead? That is the real question with that. So that is an intriguing thing to say. But Pedro Pascal, guys, could he be the next John Teller? For me, he's on the list. He is those actors that's up there. But there is only really one guy that has been linked with seriously playing John Teller since the conception of this, and it is none other than Brad Pitt. This guy gets mentioned for John Teller everywhere. Now, Brad Pitt, it would cost a shit ton of money. He'd be the most expensive actor to get on this list, I believe. And you know what? Of course, we've had the references in Sons that Jax looks like Brad Pitt, and of course, if they actually got Brad Pitt to play John Teller, it'd be kind of ironic, and it would be kind of funny. And for me, he is a great actor. I don't think he's the best actor. Like, I think he is overrated. I do. I think it's more just like the name value. He has been in some great movies. Don't get me wrong, but I think some people would probably say this guy's like the greatest of all time. But for me, he's nowhere near the likes of Stallone and Schwarzenegger, or even like a Bruce Willis, man. He's not. He's not for me. But that leaves us, guys, with one last option on the list. Can you guess who it is? Yes, guys, none other than our own Charlie Hunnam, of course, right? He played Jax Teller. I don't need to explain that he played Jax Teller. We all know he played Jax Teller, right? But for me, if you want to go for the safe option, I think you go for Charlie Hunnam, right? Because he gets it. He knows the show. He's not an outsider like a, like a Christian Bale or any of the four below like Pitt, whatever. Charlie Hunnam gets it, and he knows exactly what the first nine would need to be. And for me, I would probably rather. I know it's the safe option, but for me, it's also the perfect option. For me, I know I've said for me a lot of times, but I'm just getting excited at the thought of the first nine, brother, testify. But come on, this is it. Charlie Hunnam, he'd deliver, and it wouldn't fail for me. With Charlie Hunnam at the helm of this show, again, it would be guaranteed success. With the other guys, here, great actors, but did they get sons? Did they get Sons of Anarchy? I'm not too sure. Leave your thoughts down below. But until next time, peace.